UB has only 2 Mid-American Conference losses this year. The first of them came to Kent State.
It did, and it happened 2 weeks ago from tonight. Since then, Kent State, they're on a 3-game losing streak. In Buffalo, they just dropped a tough one this past weekend on the road at Northern Illinois. They're blaming that one on free throws and defense. Nonetheless, still the most high-powered offense in the Mid-American Conference, averaging just under 84 a game. It comes from 4 different guys averaging double digits, all different positions. They can score from anywhere on the court. We are back inside the Paramount Fine Food Center, a place where Wyoming men's basketball loyal fans, well, they're paying a little extra attention to this place these days, which sounds completely random, but there's a good reason why. Josh Adams and Derek Cook were teammates for 3 seasons for the Cowboys in college. Cook was 1 year ahead of Adams, and it was Cook's senior year in 2014-15 where they had probably their most memorable year of their college careers, where they won the Mountain West Conference and earned the first NCAA tournament appearance in 13 seasons. Derek, great first half. You know, after the first quarter, Coach Malalela really got into you guys at the bench, said you weren't playing hard enough. Then you finish off with a 27-9 run. In your opinion, how did you guys respond in the second quarter?
We had our leaders like in Jay Lloyd. He came in there.
Your starting lineup averaged 6'5", so you're undersized tonight, yet you guys are completely dominating the boards. 14 offensive rebounds to their 5. How are you guys finding so much success on the glass tonight? Chris, you're not on a back-to-back, you're on a back-to-back-to-back. 3 game nights in a row, but you have 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals at half. How do you find the energy to do this? That conference, and quite frankly, a lot of the teams right now are chasing for spots, so it's not like they're going to roll anyone or walk into games where people aren't going to play hard against them. So
but come playoff time, you got to hurt Clay. You got to
no. But
people
you're saying hurt
that.
and rocky. Like, again, I think it's a bit of strategy, and there's a little bit of hiding. But listen, they've been here now. They've done this before.
Yep.
This is not a team 3 years ago that had a grade and set records.
I don't think it gets easier.
Mentally, you have confidence saying, we've been here and we know how to do this.
Finds the kid, Addison Patterson, down low.
Possible start for Team Canada. Getting the big guy involved early, and not only getting him involved, he comes through with an and one to start things off. How about that, Jaden Bediako? When you have so many young men who can consistently execute like that, talk about how much fun it is for you to coach in that style.
Well, I'll be honest with you, there's not much coaching going with these guys.
Goes 1 on 3, kicks it out. Here's Meyer. That one's on the way and good.
So when your 6'11" center can drain that shot, can trail and spot up and hit that shot, that's why Central Michigan offensively, they can score from every position, so you can't double the guards. It's not favorable, but especially if you're one of the, get this, 30 guys on the Akron roster from the state of Florida. Earlier this week on Tuesday, I talked to Zips head coach Terry Bowden about the fact that the weather was cold, and he said, we just got out of a team meeting. He said, we definitely addressed the weather.
With AmyAudibert.
Thanks, Ben. Coach, earlier this week, you told us consistency for 4 quarters. That's what you were looking for. Thoughts on the first 2? And Akron did have a lot of momentum coming in. When you go into your locker room and you talk to your defense, they really said, not tonight, not in our house. What are you going to say to your defensive guys?
Man, they played a great game.
She's earned her right to be here. She's worked for 2 decades with the Pacers owner. So is it about a woman, or is it just about the right person to get this job? And I think at some point, and she has said it all week in her press conferences, basketball is basketball. So yes, it's great for young women, it's great for females. At the same time, let's move forward and just say, this was the right freaking person to get the job. Thank you.
Short on the jumper by Voigt, out of bounds to the Bulls.
And that was a smart decision. Lisa Upps kind of just protected the ball to let it go out of bounds instead of flying up the court and trying something a bit more control right now, walking the ball up and running a set. And that's what Lisa Upps does. She has a sense of calmness at that point guard position. You've had a whole season in Toronto now. We're hoping it's going to be your home for a while. So outside of the gyms, what are you taking from the city? What do you like about it?
I love the city, the diversity, the culture, the people. They've all treated me really, really well. Besides the cold, but even dealing with that, it's nothing.
You can take some of that cold and put it in your veins. It's not the worst thing in the world. Appreciate your time, Jordan. Thank you.